Yes, hello, welcome to Bournemouth. It is the collision on the coast. We are hours away from the return of the new South Coast hero, Ryan Garner, and a new South Coast hero in Louis Edmondson. We'll be live tomorrow evening for the collision on the coast. Now, today is the weigh-in. They're all going to face off. They're all going to get up there and weigh in and maybe have a bit of a push and a pull. I don't know, but a man who may have a few things to say today is joining me, the Canon, Ezra Taylor. Good friends with Louis Edmondson, a fellow light heavyweight. I'm sure you'll be keeping an eye on him and having a bit of a catch-up. You're going to go for a Nando's or something later. Just good to catch up with him, yeah?
Yeah, that's my best buddy right there, man. I can't wait to see him in the flesh. He's got a lot to say. And I just want to look him in his eyes and see if he's really about what he talks about. So we'll see.
This is interesting, right? Because I spoke to Louis Edmondson. He's the British and Commonwealth champion. Unbeaten in 10 fights. Fights tomorrow night against Oluwatosin Kajawa. And he said he's never met you before. I guess you can echo that. But he's seen all the things that you've been saying. You've said things. He's said things. What are you expecting if you do get around him today?
I'm not too sure, man. I guess I kind of hope he keeps that same energy because he's had a lot to say, like I said, Dev. And I'm not the biggest talker, but performances do the talking for me. But with him, he's really talking his way into a lot of things. He's talking himself into a world of hurt, with me anyway. I don't know about anyone else, but you keep talking my name. To be honest, I meant to be fighting him tomorrow. I was actually meant to be fighting on this show, believe it or not. But he declined the fight, so he's fighting Tosin over there. And that's fine, you can do what you're doing, but we're here now. And like I said, I want to look him in his eyes and see what he's really about as a man.
What do you think he's about?
Nothing much, to be honest. I'll be honest. Obviously, I respect all fighters, but me personally, I don't think he's about what he thinks. I don't know where his confidence comes from. I don't know why he thinks he's so great and amazing, because performances look like arse. So I don't know what he's trying to come with. But again, we'll see what he's saying in the flesh. What
is fascinating there? Some of the things you've just said there, like don't know where he gets his confidence from. He thinks he's this guy, kind of thing. He almost word for word has said exactly the same thing about you. Doesn't know where you get your confidence from. He's heard all these things, etc., etc. It's mad. Maybe you're more similar than you are different, Israel.
Oh no, don't say that, man. We're polar opposites. I promise you that. And again, God willing, there'll be a time where I get to show that how opposite we are. I get my confidence because I put in the work. I work hard. I'm not saying he don't. Everyone thinks that they do work hard, they're fighters and whatever, but time will tell when you get in that ring. And that's all I want to do with him, you know. I just want to get in that ring. He was calling me out before. Then I said I would fight him. After my last fight, we sent him the offer. He declined it. I don't know what more I can do. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to concentrate what I need to concentrate on, which is my next fight. And then hopefully I'll get into a mandatory position and you can't say no then, or vacate your belt.
Well, here is what he has been saying. Our producer has done a great job, clipped up a couple of things and just thought you may want to have a look.
It's quite funny, really, because I wanted to fight him before I had these. I was calling for that fight and he didn't want to know. He wanted to act like he was a superstar. I don't know why. But he would act like he's a superstar, then all of a sudden he's come back in orders, you know. He's come giving it all the ones and twos, so the roles are reversed now. I don't get where he gets his confidence from. Everywhere we go sparring, everybody's confused. In the amateurs, he done nothing. I know it's a different sport, he done nothing. I generally want to take his head off, and he probably wants to take mine off too. Yeah, that's good. Bring the security, he's going to need it. Bring them. Bring all of them, as many as you can get, because he's going to need it.
Is this going to be another one where you say it's on site?
Tell him to bring all his little cronies, because he's going to need them. Every single one of them. Bring the whole of Nottingham.
Thoughts?
He doesn't want me to bring the whole of Nottingham, that's for sure, first of all. But I'm one man, I came here on my own. You think I'm... Hey, listen, I don't fear no man. I definitely don't fear Louis Edmondson. I promise you that. All I can do is chuckle at all of that. But again, I like that he's got the confidence, and I don't know why he thinks that he can take me out. He's speaking like he can take me out. I will hurt the boy. I'm a man in this game, yeah? I don't talk about no amateurs. I don't care what you did in the amateurs. I don't care what happened in sparring. Look at my fights. It speaks for itself. Look at your fights. It speaks a whole load of nothing. So, yeah, you're 10-0. Well done for getting the British title. Well done for doing your thing. But now, you stepped into a room with serious sharks. I'm one of them. And you're going to have to come see me at some point. So, I'm happy that he's doing the talking. I guess he kind of builds up a little bit, but you know, when I get my hands on it, oh man, he's gonna regret everything he said. I promise you.
Tell me about his fight with Oluwatosin Kajawa. It is the co-main event. Give us a quick word on that. It's a good fight, right? Two unbeaten fighters. Yeah,
of course. Two unbeaten fighters, and I guess obviously they want to lose the streak. I don't really know too much about Tosin. Again, no disrespect intended, but from what I do hear, he's not a pushover, and if he's undefeated, then clearly he ain't. So I don't know what type of task Louis has tomorrow. He's going to do it to the best of his ability, but his ability sucks. So we'll see. I'm talking about, oh yeah, we're good to fight and whatever else. He's got to come through tomorrow. And with his ability, I feel like he's beatable by anyone.
Very interesting stuff. Well, some news. Joe Joyce, who was scheduled to fight on the show, will no longer be fighting in Bournemouth on Saturday night. Not an awful lot more I can say other than that he's no longer on the show. So there's no juggernaut, but there is, to join us today for this weigh-in process, along with the cannon, I can see a sharpshooter. I can see a sharpshooter around here somewhere. Archie Sharp.
Mate, how are we getting on?
I'm good. How are you?
How's everybody doing? You right? How's everyone all well?
Very well. Listen, you were meant to be on this show. What's going on?
Oh man, I'm absolutely gutted. You know, I was looking forward to being back in the ring. Fortunately, I caught this flu/virus that was going around. It's caught hold of me for about 3 weeks, and unfortunately, we had to make that decision. I've only been back in the gym literally probably 2-3 times since the fight's been pulled, so there was no chance of me being ready for today, unfortunately. But still a good show, still excited, still grateful to be here and to be part of it all, and yeah, looking forward to tomorrow night.
Well, you were meant to fight Liam Dillon. Liam Dillon is now fighting Mace Ruegg, who's unbeaten from Bournemouth. What have you heard much about Mace?
Yeah, so Mace, it's interesting because Mace, I've been doing a bit of rounds with Mace for leading up to the fight, and but before I fell ill, because he's with Ian Weaver, who's also part of my stable mate, you know, my team. It's part of my team, Ian is. So you could say that Mace is part of a stable mate of ours, and I'm interested. It's a really interesting fight for him. 12-0. This is his sort of break fight, if you like. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes.
And what about Ryan Garner? I mean, this is a guy that you know well. He had a breakout 2024. Unfortunately, you were kind of part of his 2024. He broke out with a breakout win against yourself. But
yeah, for sure.
He's got a tough fight against an unbeaten Salvador Jimenez. What makes Ryan Garner so good right now?
I just think, you see, with Ryan, look, I don't want to go too much into my fight with Ryan, but I'm at lightweight now, so that says enough for it, you know. I just worked the same fight at 130, but Ryan's a good kid. And yeah, this is his, like you say, his breakout fight. I believe it's for the EBU, so put him on the map, potentially one fight away from a world title fight. So he's doing everything well. He's on a good, like you say, he's on a good run. Wayne Batten's got a good team there, and the boys are doing really well there. So it'll be interesting to see how this fight is tomorrow. I don't know too much, there's only little footage of this fella that he's fighting, but I found out today that the fella had a close fight with Alex Rapp, who I beat a couple of years ago. So if can't go off of fights, but I reckon Ryan will get the job done.
We've got Louis Edmondson on the show as well. He may actually come in for an interview, so I think you're going to be security. Are you okay being security?
Am I in between these two?
Yeah, I think so.
I've heard,
because I ain't doing it.
Are we getting up to date, so these two ain't now, yeah?
I think so. We're not going to need Archie to step in, are we?
Hey, I can't promise anything, mate.
No promises. Listen, what we can
got
promise
any
you...
eggs?
Oh, here we go. Listen, I don't think there's going to be any eggs today. Sorry for anyone tuning in for eggs, but this is the weigh-in show for the collision on the coast. The main event, of course, tomorrow evening on TNT Sports in the UK. Ryan Garner, unbeaten against Salvador Jimenez, unbeaten European Super Featherweight Championship on the line. Brilliant undercard as well. Something I wanted to bring you in on, Archie, was it's the return of Henry Turner as well. Now, that's a guy that you've shared plenty of rounds with, you've been in the gym with. He's coming off the first loss of his career. He's going up in weight now as well.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. I've always said I'm a big fan of Henry's. Like I say, he's a friend of mine. I've been in the gym for him a long time, and he's a great kid. And I just think 140 was a bit too tight for him now. Now we see him, it's his comeback fight, and I think he's going to deliver and look really well.
Karol Italma, you know, he was flying Olympic youth gold medalist in your weight division, in the light heavyweight division, suffered his setback. He's building his way back. New team now with Shane McGuigan as well. What are you expecting from Karol tomorrow?
I didn't even know he was with Shane McGuigan, but I hope it serves him well, man. Like you were saying, he's had all the accolades, you know, to do well, and he probably can still do well as well. Because when I was coming up in Massey, you know, he was looking at, you know, one of the contenders. I'm not saying he ain't now. We'll just see what he does tomorrow.
So what's happening with you? Obviously you're fighting on Friday. You've got a show on Box Nation coming up. What about bigger picture? Are there plans for Ezra? Anything you can tell us?
Yeah, man, I'm co-main event in my home city, Nottingham, on the Leewood Casey card. Looking forward to that. I'm fighting Troy Jones. I know him. He's my boy. But now it's a new round for me to be able to fight my friend, in a sense. But hopefully that'll be for like the WBA or the WBO International. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm really looking forward to putting in the work with my crowd behind me.
Two things there. Fighting your friend. Are there any friends in boxing? Do you have friends in boxing that you can fight?
I feel like it. Again, Troy, I'll say he's my boy. He's cool.
Yeah.
But I don't have no emotion with boxing, so it's nothing personal. It never is. I don't know about this Louis guy. Maybe a bit personal, to be fair. But anyone else, no, it's cool, man. You know what I'm saying? Ben Whittaker and that. I ain't got no problem with these guys. But when you go in the ring, like I said, I've got no emotion, so I can still mash you up. It doesn't make a difference if you're cool on the outside. On the inside, I'm going to hurt you.
Is that something you relate to as well? You know, you can have mates in boxing, but when that bell rings...
Yeah, for sure. Like you said, I've been on the circuit a long time, and I've been boxing for a long time, and you do meet friends, and that's what happens. But like when you get in that ring, all the emotions are away, you know, and you want to provide for your family and do what you've got to do, and so everything's out the window, mate. You fight, you punch lumps out of each other, and then you shake hands after, you know. That's how it goes.
Listen, so that'll be a big night for you in Nottingham. It's a big night for Ryan Garner. He's returning to the South Coast. All the fans will be for him, kind of thing. What do you think's going through his head? Because he's been telling me how he's had to deal with all these tickets all this week, 30 people coming to his house to pick him up. It's a lot of pressure and stress, but you know, it's a big night.
I guess so, and I feel like this is the time that it makes or breaks a fighter. You know what I'm saying? All this pressure, it can do a world of good or a world of the opposite. So again, tomorrow we'll find out. But I feel like it's for fighters, it's spiritual. You know what I'm saying? If people are shouting your name and it's getting hard and you have to dig deep, I feel like it'll just give you that a bit more. I get that bit more vim to go harder if you need to.
Listen, and we've done a couple of press conferences for this show, and both Oluwatosin Kajawa, who's Louis Edmondson's opponent, and Salvador Jimenez, they haven't said an awful lot. I want to ask you, Archie, when it comes to the build-up for these fights, what do you prefer? Do you prefer a quiet one where the fella don't say too much, lets his fist do the talking, or do you prefer someone in the build-up telling you, I'm going to do this to you, you're this, you're that? What do you prefer?
Well, I've had a bit of both, you know. As you know, with the Woodstock fight, my first fight when I was kind of stepping up the titles, that was a bit back and forth, and then I've had some where they've been a bit more quieter. I think what will be interesting with this fight with Ryan Garner, like you say, it's in his hometown. He's got a lot of there will be a lot of pressure, but it all depends on the game plan, you know. Just to see if he can stick to his game plan and not let the crowd overwhelm him. So that's what will be interesting, you know, because sometimes you can end up fighting the wrong fight. Like I said, there's not much footage of the guy that he's fighting, so it's a bit hard to tell how he comes, whether he comes forward. I think if he does, we're in for a great night, because we all know that Garner doesn't like taking a backward step. So, but no, this is what it's all about, you know. And being at home, it'd just be interesting to see how he conducts himself in regards of like sticking to the plan and what they need to do.
So what's happening with you then? Because you've now stepped up to lightweight, right?
Yep.
You were scheduled to fight Liam Dillon on this show. Unfortunately, you couldn't do it.
Yep.
I saw something on your Instagram about the next one's going to be a big one. What can you tell us?
Well, God willing, hopefully the next couple of days we'll have something confirmed. But for myself, it's just about there's no easing in getting back into it for me. Like obviously, working with the Ryan Garner, I'll move on with that, you know. I know what went wrong and what I need to change and what I'm doing, moving up in weight. So for me, it's just about being in big fights. I just want to be in the biggest fights. That's all I care about, you know. Great fights, great for the fans, great for myself. That's how you get the better Archie Sharp. And then that's how the fans win as well. I don't want no stepping stones and getting back on 26 pro fights now, you know. So, and I've been at #1 in the WBO for 2 years. So I've been around the circuits. I just want to be in the big names and big fights.
You're here now, aren't you?
I'm here now, yeah.
It feels like it's kind of the same for you. Like we were talking earlier, Ezra. Like I feel like there's going to be a big performance where suddenly everyone will be like, "Who's this guy? Doesn't he look great? Didn't he just do that to that guy? Like, what's happened here?" But you've been building away for years and years and years, working your way to this point. Yeah,
man, it's been relentless. A lot of work, a lot of behind the scenes. Everyone knows, even like Archie, knows how hard it is to keep motivated and keep pushing, even when the opportunities ain't coming. But you just really gotta just believe in yourself. You know what I'm saying? Have a right team around you. Just keep cracking on. And like you said, Dev, I feel like this year it's going to be a big breakthrough year. I said this last year, and it's still the same type of thing, but it's cool because I'm winning, I'm getting better, I'm improving, I'm developing. That's all I really care about. If people notice me or not, couldn't give a toss. I really couldn't. But I'm making my performances do the talking for me.
Okay, I like that. I'm not too sure I like the language, but I'd imagine there's probably going to be more of that when Louis Edmondson joins us. Thank you, Ezra. Thank you, Archie. We're now going to start the weigh-in process. Let's head over to our MC, Thomas Streiber.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the official weigh-in for Collision on the Coast, a great night of championship boxing to be held tomorrow at Bournemouth International Centre in Bournemouth, England. It is all being brought to you by Frank Warren on behalf of Queensberry Promotions, along with their great sponsors, Riot Season, 32 Red, That Prize Guy, and Unibet. It will be shown live in the UK on TNT Sports beginning at 7 p.m. local time and worldwide on DAZN. Let's now get the weigh-in process started. Our first two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 6-round light heavyweight contest. First, let's welcome to the scale from Leszno, Poland. He brings a professional record of 18 wins, 14 defeats, 2 draws, 10 of those 18 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is Michal Ludwiczak.
Michal Ludwiczak, 31 years old, from Poland, will be taking on Karol Italma tomorrow evening.
179.8 for Michal Ludwiczak. And now we will welcome to the scale from Chatham, Kent, England. His professional record, 12 wins, just 1 defeat, 7 of those 12 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is Karol Italma.
Well, great to have Karol Italma back, former Olympic youth gold medalist, building his way back, now with Shane McGuigan. Looks fantastic on the scales. Let's see his weight.
180.1 for Karol Italma.
Well, this is a comeback for Karol Italma, making his way. Suffered the first defeat of his career a little while ago. He's had a few wins since, but head wasn't quite back in the game. Now he feels like he's sorted himself out. He's with Shane McGuigan now. Brilliant camp down there. Good to have Karol Italma back.
Yeah, for sure. I'm actually happy that he's back as well, man. Like I said, he had a lot of accolades, and he has a lot of accolades. He probably can do a lot in the sport as well.
These two competing tomorrow in a scheduled 6-round light heavyweight contest.
Well, both the fists are up from Ludwiczak. Karol Italma keeps his cool. Good to have Karol Italma back. Of course, Moses doing so well in the heavyweight division, and now they can launch a full-on Italma attack on boxing.
Let's continue our next two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 8-round welterweight contest. We will first welcome to the scale, coming to us from Argentina, El Bolson. His professional record, 20 wins, 19 defeats, 1 draw, 8 wins coming by way of knockout. Let's welcome Miguel Cesario Antin.
Well, fight number 41 for Miguel Cesario Antin, the Argentinian, will be taking on Henry Turner tomorrow evening.
149.7 for Miguel Cesario Antin. Now we will welcome to the scale from High Wycombe, England. His professional record, 13 wins, just 1 defeat, 5 wins coming by way of knockout. He is the former WBC International Champion, Henry the Showman Turner.
Well, welcome back. Henry Turner, the Showman, is a new man at a new weight. He stepped up to welterweight, perhaps stayed at super lightweight a little bit too long. Had that thriller against Jack Rafferty, which was going so right for him before it all just got a little bit too much towards the end, and he suffered the first defeat of his career, but he's back now.
148.8 for Henry the Showman Turner.
Looks in great shape, Archie.
Yeah, brilliant shape. Just goes to show. We're sitting there thinking now, like, that's what, £9 over championship weight, and he still doesn't look like he's got nothing more to go. It just goes to show how tight he must have been at 140. He's in great shape, and I'm really excited for this tomorrow.
Well, he's a super talent, is Henry Turner. You've done countless rounds with him as well, Archie. I mean, you can speak to his talent.
Oh, for sure. I've said since day one, since I was at the gym with Al Smith and the guys there, I've always said how good Henry is, and it'll take. I think this year everyone will see that, you know. But he was showcasing that with Rafferty. It was only till he just caught up to him. I think he was 8 rounds ahead until it caught up of him, you know. So it just goes to show how good he really is.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow in a scheduled 8-round welterweight contest.
Well, Henry Turner is back. Fight number 15 for the High Wycombe Ace tomorrow evening in Bournemouth. He's a new man at a new weight, and we look forward to seeing what this super talent can do up at welterweight.
Our next two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 6-round lightweight contest. Let's first welcome to the scale from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. His professional record, 5 wins, 8 defeats, 5 draws. 2 of those 5 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is Alexander El Tyson Morales.
Quite, he's got the name.
134.4 for Alexander El Tyson Morales.
If you've got a nickname like that, you better be able to fight, Archie, huh?
Wow, you know, coming with all the tattoos, he's got the name.
Now we will welcome to the scale from West Sussex, England, a former amateur national champion, now undefeated as a professional with 5 victories. Let's welcome Joseph Bad Boy Butler.
Well, here is Joseph Bad Boy Butler. Now, there's a nickname I can get behind, Ezra.
Yeah, that's decent. Bad Boy Butler. Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do, man. With a name like that, you got to live up to the reputation.
136.6 for Joseph Bad Boy Butler.
Well, he's 25 years old. He's a southpaw. He takes on Alexander Morales El Tyson tomorrow evening. So we've got the Bad Boy against El Tyson, Archie. You're all over that, aren't you?
No, I'm all over that. It rings a bell. Hopefully it lives up to the name tomorrow.
I'll tell you what, this El Tyson fella, though, he's an intimidating looking guy. Maybe not for you, Ezra, but I mean, I'm seeing all the tats. I'm seeing it says Tyson. He's got tattoos up the side of his head. I mean,
his neck.
Neck. You know, I'd say I'm intimidated, Ezra.
Yeah, that's why you're not a fighter, Dev. Can't be intimidated by tattoos, but I know what you mean. I know what you mean. But Bad Boy Butler, he's got his fair share of tattoos as well. They both look like madmen.
Lightweight contest.
Bad Boy Butler is certainly not here to mess around. Unbeaten, of course, in 5 fights.
Hey, Bad Boy Butler's got the boxing gloves on his back. You already know what that's coming with.
That's when you know. Have you got the boxing gloves tattooed anywhere, either of you fellas?
Me, no, it's in my heart.
Oh, love that.
Yeah.
Our next two fighters to the scale competing tomorrow in a scheduled 10-round contest. It will be for the vacant Commonwealth Silver Lightweight Championship. We will first welcome to the scale from Chingford, London, England, his professional record consisting of 14 wins, 2 defeats, 1 draw, 3 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the former Southern Area, English and British super featherweight champion, Liam Dillon.
Well, here is Liam Dillon. Archie Sharp, of course, here on commentary. You were supposed to be fighting him, but late change of opponent. He will be taking on Mace Ruegg tomorrow evening. Let's have a look at him on the scales.
I'm not just saying it, guys, but it doesn't look too clever.
134.4 for Liam Dillon.
You'll be right there, Archie. Well, no comment, man. I don't want to make any enemies here.
And now we will welcome to the scale from right here.
I'm just putting it out. It didn't look too clever there on the scale.
Undefeated with 12 victories. Here is Mace Ruegg.
Well, in a week where the boxing world has been talking about egg, here is Mace Ruegg, unbeaten, stepping in to take on Liam Dillon on Saturday night.
134.7 for the undefeated Mace Ruegg.
And he's a bit of a character, isn't he, Mace
I'm looking
Ruegg?
forward to this. He's a character in sparring. There's not many people who like to dance around and put their hands down and do mad tricks with their feet with me, and that says something, because I was known for that, you know. And then I was sparring him the other month, and yeah, like I said, all the tricks were coming out the bag. So I'm really excited for this one.
Well, Ruegg is unbeaten in 12 fights. He's a Bournemouth man, 24 years old. Was going to fight on this show anyway, and once Archie Sharp pulled out, he got the call up and he said, yes, please, give me Liam Dillon.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow in a 10-round contest for the vacant Commonwealth Silver Lightweight Championship.
Big step up for Mace Ruegg against the very, very tough former British champion here in Liam Dillon. And stylistically, this is an absolute cracker, Archie.
Yeah, this is a very good, a great fight, because yeah, Mace is, like I say, very tricky, but Dillon will be there all night, and Mace knows that, so they've prepared themselves for this, because Dillon is tough, as we all know, and but yeah, a good fight.
Is it a little bit bull versus matador, this fight?
Yeah, 100%. But believe me now, Mace, he's got a kickboxing background, and he's strong himself inside, so they'll be surprised, Dillon, when it comes to inside tying up. He's strong himself.
Our next two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 6-round super featherweight contest. First, we will welcome to the scale from West Midlands, England. He has 26 professional bouts to his credit. Let's welcome Jafias Foray.
Well, here comes Jafias Foray, 39 years old, from Oldbury in the West Midlands. He's been in with Mace Ruegg, plenty of others, Jordan Flynn, Billy Adams.
134.1 for Jafias Foray.
Only been stopped 3 times in his career. And he'll be the opponent for Charles Frankham tomorrow evening.
And now we welcome to the scale from Crawthorne, Berkshire, England. Undefeated after a stellar amateur career with 7 wins, 2 of those 7 wins by knockout. Let's welcome Charles Boom Boom Frankham.
Well, great ovation here for Charles Frankham, and we've missed him. It's been a while.
134.4 for Charles Boom Boom Frankham.
Yeah, I mean, Charles Frankham, terrific fighter. I mean, we'd have all heard the amateur stories. We know the Frankhams, they can fight. Good to have him back.
For sure. Done many rounds early on in his career with Charles. He's a very good, very talented kid. It's good to see him back.
Well, it was last seen in January 2023, so it's been a little while. That was against Joshua Ocampo. He just got a little disillusioned with the sport, lost his way a little bit, but ultimately, boxing, it just calls you back, Ezra.
It does indeed, man. It does indeed. I'm looking forward to all these fights, man. You know when you get on this stage right now, obviously you get to rehydrate and whatever else, but like it's really time, innit? Like you're about to fight, and it's a whole different ball game. So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to every single one of these fights tomorrow.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow in a scheduled 6-round super featherweight contest.
I said to you, Charles, earlier before obviously the weigh-in, and I said to him then, he's big for the weight. He is big for the weight, Charles.
Well, he was an amateur phenom, Charles Frankham, unbeaten as a professional, and just now starting to get back in the groove, make his way back, and start 2025 with a bang tomorrow night in Bournemouth.
Our next two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 6-round super lightweight contest. We will welcome to the scale first, coming to us from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. He has 28 professional bouts to his credit. Let's welcome Ramiro Garcia Lopez.
Well, here comes Ramiro Garcia Lopez. In action tomorrow evening in Bournemouth, takes on Luke McCormack.
$143.6 for Ramiro Garcia Lopez. Now we welcome to the scale from Washington, England, undefeated with 2 victories. Both of those victories coming by way of knockout. Let's welcome Luke McCormack.
Well, Luke McCormack is one of the super talents to come out of this country. He's an Olympian and now really looking to make a dent as a pro.
143.8 for Luke McCormack.
So the perfect start to his career, 2 fights, 2 wins, 2 knockouts.
Yeah, as we was going back before about having friends, me and Luke boxed 3 times, and now I like to say we're friends now.
Well, he boxes out of that Ben Davison gym, of course. Plenty of talent in there with him, the likes of Moses Itama, of course, Anthony Joshua, and closer to his weights, you know, Lee Woods in there, Royston Barney-Smith. And he's a super talent himself, is Luke McCormack. Hits very, very hard. Ben Davison refers to him as a wrecking
ladies
ball.
And gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow in a scheduled 6-round super lightweight contest.
Well, it'll be fight number 3 for Luke McCormack. Not put a foot wrong yet as a professional. The man from Washington Northeast will be in action tomorrow evening, live on TNT Sports. And hey, he hits very, very hard, and his opponents tend to go over.
Ladies and gentlemen, our co-main event tomorrow is scheduled for 12 rounds. It will be for the Commonwealth Light Heavyweight Championship. Let's first welcome the challenger, a native of Lagos, Nigeria, now fighting out of Bristol, England. He is undefeated with 11 wins, 5 of those 11 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is Oluwatosin Kajawa.
Well, here comes Oluwatosin Kajawa. He is the challenger for Louis Edmondson's Commonwealth title tomorrow night from Bournemouth. Let's see how he looks.
172.8 for the undefeated challenger, Oluwatosin Kajawa. Now let's welcome the defending champion from Southampton, Hampshire, England, undefeated with 10 wins. 3 of those 10 wins coming by way of knockout. He is the current British champion, and tomorrow the reigning and defending Commonwealth champion, Louis the Saint Edmondson.
Well, plenty of applause here for Louis Edmondson, the first defence of his Commonwealth crown tomorrow evening. He's of course the British and Commonwealth champion, picking up those belts against Dan Aziz. Bit of an upset that night. Let's see how he looks on the scales.
$174.8 for the undefeated defending champion, Louis the Saint Edmondson.
So we have a fight. Both fighters make championship weight. There was a lot of applause in here for Louis Edmondson, but one man that wasn't clapping is the man stood to my right, Ezra Taylor. You're not eyeballing him, are you?
nothing to eyeball, man. I can't do nothing but laugh when I look at that guy. But again, I hope he wins this fight, man. I hope it's a good one, so we can get it on. That's all I really want.
What are you making of his opponent? Also looks in shape, Oluwatosin Kajawa. I don't know how much you've seen of him.
Don't really know too much about him. I wish him the best of luck as well. But from what I've heard on the grapevine, he's a tough, I don't want to call him a kid, that's disrespectful, but he's a tough man. So we'll see what he can do against Louis Edmondson. 23
years old from Bristol. I think I said Bournemouth earlier. The show is in Bournemouth. The fighter is from Bristol, just to correct myself. But a brilliant co-main event. Louis Edmondson, who's taking his time here, getting the socks on, getting the trainers on. Every inch counts, Ezra.
Hey, that's what she said.
Hey, come on, we're not going there. Every inch in a face-off most certainly does count, and I'm looking forward to seeing this, because every time they have faced off, it's been pretty friendly. But we are now hours away from that first bell, and hey, tensions they could boil over.
100%, man. Like right now, it's all on the line for these guys, undefeated. Ooh, look at this guy. Look at all flashing that. Oh man.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is our co-main event tomorrow night. 12 rounds scheduled for the Commonwealth Light Heavyweight Championship.
Well, he's got the shades, he's got the belts, and he makes the first defence of that Commonwealth title. Ezra Taylor, you don't seem impressed with the shades from Louis Edmondson.
No,
here.
Do you know what? I like when people step out of the, step into the light that they believe that they have. He keeps calling me the superstar. He's the superstar. You know what I'm saying? Right now, he's got the chain on, the shades on. So, yo, each of their own, man.
What is it like, though, to I don't know if you've ever faced off with someone when they're wearing sunglasses, because you're essentially just looking at the reflection of your own face.
Yeah, do you know what? I've never done that, and I hope not to, because, as I face off, I want to look into the man's eyes and I want to see what's going on. So, yeah, hopefully I never have to. If he does that to me, I have to remove it for him.
Ladies and gentlemen, our main event tomorrow night. It is scheduled for 12 rounds, and it'll be for the WBC International and vacant EBU European Super Featherweight Championships. Let's first welcome to the scale the challenger from Valladolid, Spain. Undefeated with 14 wins, 1 draw, 6 of his 14 wins. Coming by way of knockout, here is Salvador El Ciclón Jimenez.
Well, here comes Salvador Jimenez, who has brought a few with him today. We're making a bit of noise for him, challenging, of course, for the vacant EBU European Super Featherweight Championship, one half of your main event. There is that belt. Let's see if he's made the weight to compete for it.
129.4 for the challenger, Salvador El Ciclón Jimenez.
He means business.
Yeah. I don't know what he said there.
Now we welcome to the scale the defending champion from Southampton, Hampshire, England, undefeated with 16 wins. 8 of those 16 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the reigning and defending WBC International Champion, Ryan the Piranha Garner.
Great ovation here on the South Coast.
129.4 for the undefeated defending champion, Ryan the Piranha Garner.
Well, this is it. Ryan Garner makes weight. Salvi Jimenez makes weight. I like the look of Salvi Jimenez up there in terms of he was shouting things out. He was making gestures. He looks up for it, Archie.
It looks like he's coming to bring the smoke, so we'll see. This is like I say, it's going to be a great fight. I think it could be a cracker.
Well, that is your fantastic main event. Ryan Garner, one of the new stars being formed here on the South Coast, unbeaten in 16 fights. And he wants that EBU European Super Featherweight Championship. He's really knuckled down. He started so well in his career, did so well as an amateur. But he now is knuckled down. He's found his form. And he believes that he will become the European champion on Saturday night. He's very confident. He's very composed. It's a fantastic fight. And he's got that hometown hero kind of pressure as well going into this, Archie.
Yeah, like you said, 100%. And that's what I was just saying earlier about the game plan, you know, because everyone's going to be behind him screaming, and he doesn't. No one knows that this other kid's come in good shape. He looks well, Dev. I'm looking at him on the scales, and he come looking well on the scales.
Ladies and gentlemen, this our main event tomorrow night. 12 rounds scheduled.
I don't think there'll be much of a feeling out process. I don't think.
Well, one thing we know about Ryan Garner is that he absolutely loves a tear-up, and Salvador Jimenez looks like he loves a bit of a tear-up as well. I would wager, Ezra, that as soon as this gets going, we've got a tear-up and the fans are going to be right on top of them tomorrow.
100%. I guess it's the main event for a reason, man. That's a nice belt in the air right now, and obviously Garner's looking to defend his WBC and become the new. So again, this is looking like a main event that's worthy of a main event.
There seems to be almost a certain meanness about Salvador Jimenez. The way he has conducted himself, he's been fairly quiet, but he will gesture to the crowd and he will make his intentions pretty clear. But Ryan Garner here, the hometown hero, looks to get the job done. The collision on the coast tomorrow evening live on TNT Sports. So I think we're going to lose Archie Sharp briefly. I think we're going to get a chat very shortly with Louis Edmondson.
Tomorrow in a 4-round super lightweight contest. Let's welcome to the scale from Swindon, England, undefeated with 1 victory.
Okay, fellas, what's going on here? Louis Edmondson, firstly, great to see you.
British and Commonwealth, Dave.
Yeah.
British.
44.6.
So what does that mean? You guys haven't met before. What are you thinking when you're looking at Ezra Taylor? It feels like a good future fight. You've got big business to take care of tomorrow night, but hey, this is a good fight.
Listen, it's a good fight, and I'm sure it's going to happen. 100%.
Do you rate him?
Yeah, good fighter.
You ain't sure it's going to happen. I was meant to fight you tomorrow,
confident.
bro.
Why is it not happening, mate? Because you're fighting someone else. You're fighting someone else in May. Why not me? Why not made attempt? Why not made attempt? No, we never got offered it.
Let's do it.
Talk to your people. Let's make it happen. Get them to contact Billy Joe. No, you haven't. Get Frank to talk to Billy Joe, and let's make it for made attempt. Let's make it for made attempt.
I want to fight you, bro.
Let's make it for made attempt.
You see in my eyes. I really want to fight you, bro.
You're going to get to them belts. Closest
ever. You're going to have that for a little time, a little time, bro. A little time, bro.
Closest ever.
I'm going to write you off, bro.
That's the
I'm going to write you off.
Keep dreaming.
I don't need to dream, bro. This is real reality, bro. When reality hits you in your face, we'll see what's going on, bro.
Real soon.
Really see what's going on.
Made attempt.
Come out unscathed tomorrow, man. Wish you the best tomorrow.
You made attempt as well. You made attempt with your opponent.
Yeah.
You don't think he wants it? This is what you've said, essentially.
I'll be honest. I think he does. But obviously management's a different type of thing, you know what I'm saying? And money seems like a big focal point. I'll give you my purse, bro.
Yeah, sweet,
I'll give you a bit of my purse if you got care.
I'm really
about it, bro. I'm really about it. I'm really about it. No, you ain't, bro. You really are. I can see in your eyes you're not, bro. You're not, bro. I can see what you get sunglasses 100%
It's on, made attempt.
You clown.
Yeah, sweet then. Made attempt. Is it on?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it, bro. Let's do it. You heard it here first, yeah? You heard it here first. I'm fighting for me.
Yeah, no, you got another opponent locked in. Why you got another opponent locked in?
Because, bro, you're taking a mick. You're wasting time.
Yeah, sweet.
We ain't got time to play.
Just talk then. Get them to contact my management. Made attempt.
Right, one final
Troy
thing.
Jones, sorry about it, mate.
One final thing. If this does happen,
yeah,
what happens?
Stop him later.
Stopping who? You. You're stopping me. Would you look at 3 KOs?
You.
Stop it, man. You're a boy in this, man.
We're sweet.
You're crazy. You're stopping.
We'll see. Yeah, you.
Alright, stop this guy tomorrow and I'll maybe leave it a little bit.
Yeah, we'll see. Sweet, no problem.
I'm going to write you off, man. Different, man. I'm going to take your head clean off your...
You try, carry on.
I ain't trying, bro. I'm not trying, bro. Stop moving around. You're agitated, bro. I can see the adrenaline going through you right now.
From you, agitated.
Yeah, bro.
Nah, not me. Never me.
Alright,
never me.
Alright.
Okay. Thank you, Louis Edmondson. Best of luck to you tomorrow night against Oliver Tosin. Great to see you.
I hope so, my guy. I hope so.
Immediate reaction. You've never met Louis Edmondson before. You've met him now. I mean, it sounded like he stood on everything that he's been saying.
He barely could even stand straight about talking to me and doing all of this. But you're wet. I'm a real man. I'm really about what I say. I ain't here for the talking. that's great. You can have all your guys and do all of that. I looked into your eyes. You don't want the fight, and that's why we're not fighting tomorrow. And truth be told, I don't think you'll fight on the 10th of May either. But if I can, and if we do, then yo, let's do it, man. I'm a boxer, man. I'm here to fight. I'm not here to talk and do all the, oh yeah, this happened, I heard this and heard that. You make your own story up. I'll make my own story up when I mash up Louis Edmondson. Simple.
Well, hopefully we see it very, very soon. Archie, that was good fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, you kicked me out for a bit of entertainment.
I know, that's rude.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I'll be honest.
Archie, I'm
They
sorry.
both look up for the fight, and I'm very much intrigued to see this fight.
Your final thoughts on the main event? You've seen them both up there now, Ryan Garner, Salvador Jimenez. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a cracking fight for as long as it lasts. I think Ryan will get him out of there, though.
Yeah. And what you I don't know how much you are thinking, but give me your thoughts on the main event.
The main event, I feel like it's going to be a cracker.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. I've seen Garner fight before, and he's game. He's got the good technical abilities. I can't lie right now, Dev.
Yeah.
I'm just, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm looking forward to the main event, and the co-main event.
And you wish Louis Edmondson the very best of luck against Kajawa.
Hey, do you know what? I really do, man. I really do. I've got nothing against the guy in that sense. I wish him the best because I need him to come out and we can do whatever we need to do. And I wish the best to Tussin as well, man. I wish the best to all the fighters. You know what I'm saying? Fighting's not no joke. So I'm not here to, wish bad on anyone. But Louis Edmondson, please just come out unscathed, healthy, so I can do the opposite to you in 10th of May.
Well, we wish the best to you. We wish the best to you as well, Archie. Also, we wish the best to Hall of Fame boxing promoter Frank Warren. It's his birthday today,
birthday,
fellas.
Frank.
Come on.
Big up.
Who's going to
Happy
say
birthday?
Do you want to?
Hey, will Frank do that for me? I ain't too sure. But I wish you the best. I wish you the best, Frank.
Happy birthday, Frank Warren. Also, happy birthday, Mrs. Arnie. It's her birthday today.
Happy birthday, man.
Both my bosses,
Happy
basically.
birthday to
This is great. This is great. Basically, both my bosses' birthday today. But tomorrow evening, this is it. This is the collision on the coast. The main event: Ryan Garner, Salvador Jimenez, and this has been bubbling away a little bit. That face-off at the weigh-in just then, that was pretty intense. Louis Edmondson, of course, in co-main event, needs to come through that against Oliver Tosin Kajawa because, hey, there's this guy here called Ezra Taylor who fancies a scrap with him. Let's keep that fight alive. So much to look forward to tomorrow evening. Do not miss the collision on the coast.